SRO Magazine, your #1 source for music and entertainment news and interviews. SRO.
Hey there, you SRO Nation freaks. This is your lovely journalist, Brandon B. McCarthy, coming to you live from Hollywood at the Loaded Bar. Probably one of the most upcoming rock bars in this area. Probably my favorite more than the Roxy on Sunset. And I love the Roxy, mind you. And I am here tonight with some great acts performing here tonight. And I am here right now with one of those acts, a group from LA who just made Revolver Magazine to premiere their new video, My Heart, which we will get to later. Please help me welcome the group known as Varna. Guys, say hello to SRO.
Hi SRO, how are you guys?
Hey, why don't you introduce yourselves and what you guys do in the group?
My name's Rob, and I am the drummer of Varna.
Tiana, vocals and lyrics.
I'm a Ross, and I'm guitars and all the music pretty much.
Alright, awesome. By the way, first off, killer set you guys did out there. This is my first time seeing you guys, and I was thoroughly impressed.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much, wow.
Now, I was just on your website, and I noticed that you guys were actually part of the Warped Tour. How was that?
It was amazing, an amazing experience for us. You know, it's very fast-paced, very go, go, go. You know, you find out your set time at the beginning of the day. You know, so you gotta be on your toes and ready to play at a moment's notice.
Oh, exactly.
It was a wonderful opportunity for us, and it was really even better because we got on it because of all of our fans voted to have us on Warped Tour.
That's awesome.
It was amazing, dude. Literally, like, words couldn't express it. Best feeling.
We would love to be invited back next year. So.
Hopefully you will. Maybe you'll get on Mayhem next year. Who knows?
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So Varna, what does that mean? What does that name come from?
Varna is, we started out with the street we were rehearsing on, but then it kind of made sense in a few aspects. I'm from Bulgaria, and Varna is one of the biggest cities in Bulgaria, so it was kind of close to me in that sense. Then Tiana's favorite book, there's something like they're referencing Varna in there, and it's just like, it was easy name to chant. Like, you can chant it. We went through the chant test, like Varna, you know. So that's, you know, it was easy. We made a nice logo for it, which is catchy. People, you know.
The biggest reason was we also had a lot of changes with the band.
Yeah, exactly.
And by the time we created the name Varna, it was just a set standard. It was like, all right, dude, this is our new face. No more new old members. All the history gone. Start fresh right now. And that was the biggest thing for us.
Yeah, absolutely. You always want to start with a new sound, new fresh look at yourselves, even after the old members have gone. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, how many members were there originally if you're old? If you don't mind talking.
There was originally 4 members, and we went through maybe 5 or 6 bass players, and we kept losing bassists. And every time you lose a band member, it's a huge overhaul for a band.
I bet. And you guys are a 3-piece band, and I noticed there is no bass player.
No bass.
Right.
Which is pretty incredible. A lot of bands are actually starting to do that now. I mean, Jack White did that with the White Stripes. I mean, who handles like the bass tone? Would that be you, Ron, on the bass drum, or would that be you?
It was actually Rawson.
Yeah, it's actually, I recorded it. It's a backing track. So Rob plays to a click, and then we have another guitar and a bass to kind of like make the fuller sound.
Exactly.
So I play, and then there's another guitar and bass in the background playing along with me. So
And it's actually really cool because he and I have a very good chemistry together. So when he played the bass, it was just the same thing still. Chemistry was still there, everything's still easy flowing. It was just perfect.
I could definitely see the chemistry on stage because you, Tiana, were just being there with your guitar player, just really playing off of his riffs just beautifully. That was amazing.
Thank you so much. We try to have the best band chemistry we can because, you know, we are a 3-piece, so we got to make up for it in energy.
Exactly.
And band chemistry is actually rare in band state because, you know, you could be friends with women, and the next thing you know, you're infighting, there's lawsuits happening. A good example would be Kiss and Van Halen.
Yeah. Even when we fight and stuff, we still go on stage and have a good time together. Like, we know when to put the shit aside.
Exactly.
And perform for a show, you know.
What is your main influence as a musician? Like, who draws your craft?
Influence. Okay. It's been for me. It's been well. I'm a big metalhead, so I like Slayer, Metallica, Pantera.
Thank you.
These are
You're welcome.
I see that,
You're welcome.
But other than that, for the hard rock sound, is mostly like Papa Roach, Rise Against. These are big influences for me.
Very interesting choices, by the way.
Also, Offspring has been a really big influence on my playing back in the day, and then I kind of evolved from there. But the hard rock sounds probably mostly from Papa Roach, Rise Against, and then you have the the metal influences a little bit. So that's pretty much it.
What about you, Tiana, as a vocalist?
Vocalist, it's gonna be Mariah Carey.
Ooh, Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
That is a left field choice for metalheads out there. You're in a metal band, and your influence is one of the ultimate divas herself.
We're like a hard rock band, right?
Right. So it's Mariah Carey plus Daniel Johns of Silverchair.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice little
So I
balance.
like to say they influence my sound. That's where I get those big vocal notes from.
That's
And emotional-driven lyrics from Daniel Johns of Silverchair.
Cool. What about you, Ron?
Honestly,
Which drummer really just got you up here, chair? Be like, I want to get on the sticks.
Dude, right now, Travis Orban. He's the Darkest Hour drummer, so on and so forth. He's got a bunch of videos he's releasing all the time. Other than that, probably Born of Osiris. All these metal bands right now just coming out. All the technical shit. That's where you're gonna catch me spending all my time. Technical shit.
Cool. Obviously, you guys are veterans in the LA rock scene, right? Like, how long have you been at it in the LA rock scene?
Well, I mean, for me personally, I've been in professional bands since I was 17 years old. So I've been playing the strip since I was 17.
Wow.
And we've been a band for coming up on 5 years next January. So we've all played the circuit in our numerous bands, before this. So
Cool.
yeah.
Of all the venues that you played in LA, what would you say is your most favorite that you absolutely have to play at no matter what?
Your guys' set was awesome.
Oh, thank you. You too. Sorry.
Probably-
sorry.
Oh, it's no problem. We're here with Blindfold. That's okay. We're here with Blindfold, the Devil guitarist, and my man. Give us a shout out.
What's up?
All right. By the way, Blindfold, the Devil. Awesome set. You guys went on after Varna. You guys were excellent.
You guys are amazing. Thank
Appreciate
you so
it.
much.
Hell yeah.
We love you.
You're actually our first interruption of interviews for SRO Magazine. So be honored, man. Be honored.
Okay. Do I get a plaque or something? No.
We'll send you a little ribbon later.
Won't you do that? Sorry, guys.
I'll buy you a drink. All right. Yeah, you gotta love him. He was awesome.
They're great. They're great.
So anyway, in terms of venues, like where would you say is your favorite place to play at?
To be honest, it's not so much about the venue for me personally as an individual. It's the the feeling you get.
Yeah, like the
even if there's like
crowd.
5 people there, we really don't give a shit. We're gonna play that stage ridiculous. We're gonna tear everything up. And if it gets in the vibe, all of a sudden more people start showing up. That's just how we usually do things. More about the feel of the venue.
Because
rather-
most venues in LA, honestly, the sound is not that great. I mean, there are I'm talking about the smaller venues in LA.
Yeah.
Like the sound is not the best sound unless you do bigger professional venues like
When you're on tour and you have your own sound
Palladium
guy.
and all that stuff. Yeah.
It's up to us to entertain.
But like the strip venues in Hollywood, it's it doesn't really matter. It's all about like the people that are there that night. People if people are into rocking out, having fun, then that's pretty much what our energy is gonna project at that point.
I know what you mean. I mean, being a veteran metalhead myself and hard rock fan, that's the first thing that got me into Van Halen. There's a venue down in Orange County called the Chain Reaction, and well, you may think so, but personally, I don't think it's really the best venue, only because it's been populated too much by emo music.
Oh well, yeah.
And then I was like, oh god, you got tight pants on, you got the lower hair, you got the piercings, you can't play your instruments worth of shit. Just give up already. Stick with metal, man.
That's like emo to me, and I can go on record for this publicly.
Oh,
This
please
is
do.
an insult to metal. It's an insult to just any it's.
Just so you know, our reporter just gave him a hug.
I had to give him a hug. This was a rare moment for me. The guy put down emo right where it should be, in the dirt.
100,000 jokes come to mind right now.
Sorry to everyone that likes emo, but I mean I just hate it.
Yeah, well, too bad. They're gonna have to grow thick skin eventually. Well, where is the one place that you guys hope to perform in the future? Like, where do you want to go?
Varna.
Download Festival.
Download, hell yeah.
Download
Rockin',
Varna.
yeah, download Rockin' Rio. You know, we think big. You know.
Yeah, Rock in Rio. I mean, Brazil is where metal is happening. It's so amazing to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
Iron Maiden could go down there and they could fill a field of 100,000 metalheads, and I didn't even know there were that many in Brazil. You know?
Yeah, Latin America is huge for hard rock and metal. Huge scene.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned how Latin America is big on metal because it seems like in North America it's been kind of going downhill for
Different
hard rock
trend.
and heavy
Yeah,
metal
it is.
because more people are getting into like you said, Mariah Carey making that big comeback. Good for her. And
Right.
you got Bieber and Rihanna. And I don't know if you heard this, but One Direction did a cover of Lamb of God, and I was like so pissed
way.
off.
You should just
No.
That's what I heard. It could be a hoax, but then again, when it comes to the internet, you never know what's true.
But you know, Madonna used one of, I think, Mouth for War from Pantera. She used it in one of her songs. You should look it up on YouTube.
She did. She did Pantera. She did Pantera.
Yeah.
But you know, there are a lot of huge rock festivals in the Midwest. So there are, you know, hard rock.
They need to come here more often, though. That's for sure.
Exactly. So they are there and they're hungry and they want to hear new music, and hopefully we can be that band.
It's important for us to keep a camaraderie between metalheads, hard rock, everybody.
I
We
know,
gotta stick
'cause
together.
I agree with you, Ron, because I believe it's a kinship, a friendship, a
It
bond.
really
Even
is.
if you don't know the person personally, or if you ever met him, and you just like send a letter to him or give him a support and say, "Hey, I love your music," you've
yeah.
developed something which is real special, and I think that's more important to us than landing some big record deal. Although you want a record deal, but I feel like a kinship with the fans is more important because they're the ones who make make it happen, not the record
Everything.
companies.
Exactly. Well, we have a tag in our bio, and we say this all the time. We treat our fans like they're the rock stars.
Yeah, and as a reporter, I like to think of myself as a fan first before a critic of anything else.
Right.
We got time for two more questions. Where are you guys gonna go from here? Like, you got any more stops on your tour? Like, you got another tour coming up?
Actually, right now we are playing one last show in July, and then we're getting ready to write the new EP.
Oh, where in July?
The new album.
Album,
Sorry.
yeah.
Oh, a new album.
Yeah.
Debut album?
Yes.
Yeah.
Debut album.
Yeah, it's gonna be a combination of the last EP and new songs that we're writing.
And then hopefully by the end of the year there should be like a big show for us. We don't know yet, but
We were just on 95.5 KLOS, which is the biggest rock station in LA for best rock.
Oh yeah, I listen to it all the time.
Okay,
Frank.
we were on Heidi and Frank Stay or Go. We're the best unsigned band we've ever had on the segment. So we're playing, I think, if, you know, good luck goes well, we might be playing in the show at the end of the year. So,
That would be awesome. You gotta invite me to that because I gotta come to that.
okay, yeah, hopefully we're on the
keep
bill.
in touch
so.
on like Facebook, Twitter, if you have all
Exactly,
that.
man.
Like, you gotta hit us up.
Oh, no problem. I will definitely know that. Now, I like to always end an interview with some kind of obscure metal question that's just kind of random and out there. So here it goes. Rolling Stones or the Beatles?
Slayer.
Slayer, okay. Not those guys I mentioned, okay. What about you, Dion?
Silverchair. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not getting anything here.
No, the Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones. though.
Rolling Stones.
Oh,
Rolling Stones. I
Rolling
went with my
Stones.
boss at the last show.
I'm envious. I'm envious of you. I wanted to go there. Oh,
He had a friend of his cancel last minute. Took me as instead.
oh wow.
Yeah,
Well-
we're not Beatles fans.
Well, you can't deny what they've done for.
Say that.
I know, man. You can't deny what they've done for us.
Exactly.
You can never deny what the Beatles have done for us. Well, hey,
They
God.
immortalized, you know, the pop structure of music. So, you know, you got to thank them. So.
Exactly. Well, hey, that's all the time we got. I want to head back in there and listen to the other kick-ass bands like we all do, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Thank you so much. for
Thank
this
you very
interview.
much, Tiana, Ron, and the guitar, Rawson. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
And you can get
Appreciate everything.
and you can get this interview on SROinc.com in the future. For live here from the Loaded, this is BMAC saying, "Rock on, everybody!"
Rock on,
Yeah.
Varna! Woo!
All right, let's catch you next time.
For more information on all the greatest bands in rock today, and for all your music and entertainment news, you know where to go. Go to SRO. That's SROMagInc.com. SRO Magazine is sponsored by Kick-Ass Cables, PhDRadio.com, Robert's Guitar, TDLMusicGroup.com. The SRO audio and video was done by Carson Drive Studios and SROMagInc.com.